Mrparka here to review one from Brain Damage Films. This is Demon. It has Joel D. Wynkoop in it, which is always a plus. I love Joel D. Wynkoop, famous from Tim Ritter films among others, Rot, some other stuff. But basically what we have here is a flick about, a killer monster. A couple people are killed in, I think they're border patrol, and they're killed in by some sort of mysterious creature, so they send in a hardened FBI agent. I believe her name is Jasmine Waltz, and she has to figure out what's going on. She has to work with a forest ranger and the local sheriff, who's kind of a buffoon, which is Joel D. Wynkoop. Enter a couple mysterious, sketchy scientist people, and this is pretty much the plot we get. It's obvious that this is a science experiment gone wrong, and the scientists have some ulterior motives. Right from the beginning you understand that. And the monster continues to pick people off, and they discuss what they're going to do. It follows the Roger Corman school for monster movies, where it doesn't really show the monster until the last 10 minutes, which is actually pretty smart for this movie, because the monster doesn't look all that great. It's just a guy in a suit, and it's not a very good suit. At the beginning of the movie, they say that the monster, the chupacabra or something like that, they're kind of calling it, drained the victims of blood, but later on it's ripping out guts and doing all sorts of things. So I don't have any idea what the monster really was doing. But you really can't see the monster well at the end anyways, because the camera throughout the film is kind of shaky. The movie, I appreciate that it was a practical monster. I love that. And I love the fact that they shot on location. It took a lot of guts and for the actors and the director and the filmmakers. I really appreciate that. But the camera was really shaky, and without the outside locations, it really screwed up the sound. At points, I couldn't hear the sound over the music and sound effects. I couldn't hear what the characters' dialogue were saying, which is a major problem. Because if I can't hear what they're saying, I really don't necessarily know what's going on, even though it's a very simple plot to follow. The acting I thought was kind of shaky throughout. I thought that Joel D. Wynkoop did good. He always does good, though. So everyone else I thought was kind of shaky. But then again, it could be due to I couldn't really hear what they were saying exactly. So that's more of a problem than actually their acting if I can't hear what they're saying.
Body's flown out by helicopter, right into like you ordered.
Who were they?
Tourists, I suppose.
You?
Fresh to the tracks. It's 10 hours old.
Where's Walter live from here?
3 miles north. Yo, Hammerhead, what are you doing?
Take a picture of a red robin, sir.
Shoot the crime scene, boy! All this place is here.
Looks like this thing's moving in the direction. You can track it from here. That sounds good. Do me a favor and call back from Madrid.
Do we have to?
Someone's got to work around here. Let's go.
What's that supposed to mean? My county tells me what to do.
And, sometimes the lighting, essentially what they did was they shot during the day and made it look like it was at night, which was kind of a smart move. If they didn't have that good a sound, the lighting was probably a major problem, especially outside. You're fighting the outside locations, which obviously seemed like it was affecting this movie quite a bit.
Just keep up.
Easy for you to say.
but a lot of it's just run-of-the-mill monster kind of stuff. They add a couple extra characters in at the end just to beef up the kill count. They're really kind of random and pointless characters, and one even kills himself off in a really ridiculous, pointless scene with bad CGI. That's the only CGI in the film, which is kind of strange.
Where's the other boat? I thought you were going to get them.
Well, they were right behind us. They ought to be coming around that bend any time. However, knowing them, they probably stopped off for beer, pizza, and hookers.
Don't worry, they know what they're doing.
But yeah, I really can't recommend this movie. I didn't think it was very good. I thought that a lot of the effects were really bad. Well, the lighting and the stuff, like not the lighting, but the sound really destroyed the movie for me. The shaky camera, you know, the mediocre acting, things like that. But if you like your kind of monster on the run film, but I can't really, like I said, I would avoid this one unless you're a hardcore Joel D. Wynkoop fan. I would recommend it for Joel D. Wynkoop. He's fun in it, although I could not hear all of his lines again, but he plays his kind of, what are you talking to, boy? You know, his kind of angry guy. He's always angry and fun there. But yeah, the monster kills a couple people, rips out some guts, some dislikable characters for the most part. And that's about it, what happens, you know, nothing much to it. The special effects aren't great. Nothing really good about the movie except, like I said, for the 100th time, Joel D. Wynkoop. Like I said, there's another major character in here that's kind of like our FBI agent Superior, and he kind of makes his last appearance and just disappears. And there's a on-running gag that this beautiful FBI agent's always eating cheeseburgers. Kind of a weird character trait there, but if this sounds like it's something you like, then maybe don't listen to me at all and go check it out. Find the trailer or something like that, see for yourself. But, you know, there's some lighthearted comedy at the end and the wrap-up. That is Demon by Brain Damage Films. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.